you look closely at the current schooling system, there is a lot of focus on rote-based learning. What happens is children come to school, the teacher is writing on the blackboard, children take all the notes and then go home and use those notes to complete their homeworks, and the education pretty much ends there. There is a lot of focus on rote learning, but no focus at all on hands-on learning or creating something or inventing something, essentially sucking up the joy that goes into the learning. That's where the idea of block classes workshop came into. bcWorkshop is essentially a year-long enrichment program that is designed specifically to motivate children to explore and invent, to get the creativity which is lying deep down inside them out of them and take a shape of some real inventions and products.
Was very interesting because I could see that the kids were fully engaged in what they were doing, and obviously it was an interesting subject for them, but not just an interesting subject per se, but a very, lively way of doing things. They probably knew the facts and figures, but they had the chance to actually use all of their senses to integrate that information. I think you're a fantastic team. You are driven, you're devoted to the idea, you're innovative, you're very brave to step in and be the first in this country.
We're gonna win, don't wanna be a loser, gonna win, cause winning really is the only thing, get out of the way, we're coming in.
Going through a lot of dilemma, or there is a huge dichotomy amongst these children, because in an environment which is outside of a classroom or a school, they see so much of technology around them. There is technology in the television, there is technology in the mobile phones that they use, there is technology in the computers that they use, but once they come inside a classroom, you take away all those gadgets and the education happens mostly on a blackboard. I do think, and we have to think very carefully and critically about this. We have to get technology into the classroom also in order to make it exciting and encouraging for the children. Well, the experience has been really great. We have been to so many different schools, and we have worked with students coming from different strata of the society, right from really high children of really high elite to the children who are the first generation learners. And it's been unfortunate sometimes the kind of entry behavior that we have been seeing in these children is not very encouraging. For example, many of them are really good at the learning part of the scientific data. Whenever it comes to factual information, these children are very good at that. Whereas when it comes to application of the scientific data, that's the place when they find themselves highly uncertain. During these sessions, we have seen sea changes in these children. What has happened is, right from the stage when they don't know how to operate a screwdriver, to the stage when they are able to successfully create a product or invent a product, and the joy that comes on their face is worth seeing. I mean, we feel that our purpose is solved when we see that joy in learning, and when we get phone calls from them days after the workshop, how this bulb would work or how this lamp would work. There is this whole talk about India becoming a superpower in the 21st century, or we becoming a developed nation by 2020. But I do not find much logic in this talk. And the reason is that you cannot really sustain this development without having a strong education system, or with a crippled schooling system. It's just not possible. So I think our educators and school administration needs to take a note of that and start encouraging children to think creatively and innovatively about themselves, about the environment that they live in, about all the things that they see around themselves.
Don't anybody move, the money or your lives.
To build a strong nation, we need to empower our children. And our children can be easily empowered by providing them the right tool sets of science and technology. You can always contact us, and our website information is www.bcWorkshop.com.